Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday morning edition, November 1st, daily market commentary. We are up a little bit this morning in the S&P as well as the NASDAQ. Crude oil's up just a smidge. Gold is basically flat. If you were part of our live trading room yesterday, hopefully you had a great day, as we've got a lot of trades to go over today from yesterday's live trade room. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the S&P this morning, up about 5 points, but looking at yesterday's price movement, yesterday we identified a couple of really strong potential turning points, and one of them being the gap fill level in the S&P. So price came down hard into our gap fill level. We were yesterday looking at 3 or 4 potential trades, one of which being a candle-to-candle short on the S&P off of this level, and so the candle-to-candle short worked out really well, coming into a reversal trade, which we hit this level up here and then got a really nice move away. So both trades yesterday in the S&P worked out pretty well, leaving me to now take this level and move it off. We'd set this up as a confirmation short just in case price came into the area. I'm going to remove that confirmation short at this point. And the reason I'm removing it is because the fact that the NASDAQ has come into our confirmation short. So in the NASDAQ, we did come into our confirmation short. Now, unfortunately, we didn't come deep enough into the confirmation short in order to get a fill. And so what I'm going to do is remove that level as well, because if you think about it, every time you come into a level, you weaken the quality of that zone. And this has already been hit once, and we got a decent move away from it. This would have been the second time through. So what I'm going to do is turn it off at this point, and then just allow to see if price gives us a breakout opportunity up above there going forward. And that's ultimately what I'm looking for in both of these markets, is the potential next move for a breakout to the upside. We could actually even get a little breakout above this area here on the S&P, sliding back down to the 15-minute. If you really want to give something a shot, I don't like these levels here. Are good, are good structurally, but they're not a good time of day. So, if you really want to give this a shot, you still have this as an opportunity up here on this strong expanded range candle move down. So I'll wrap my lines around it because it's a 15-minute chart. If you want to give that one a shot, you do have one small potential entry here because it's a speed candle and a straight move down. All right, crude oil. So crude yesterday was another level we identified, and price came back to our 15-minute area here, which is the origin of this very strong move, this speed candle, and we got a nice little move away from it. I mean, you can look at it on a 15-minute chart. Price came into the level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 6 candles, we had not really gone a whole lot, but you take your stop and move it to break even if you choose to, and now we're getting a little rally off of that zone. So now I'm going to take this level and remove it because we've already hit it, and I think that there's a chance we'll get a breakout above this area here. I'm actually even okay if you want to be a bit more aggressive. And if we base in front of here, taking a long from here up until this range here. So keep an eye on that one for today for a potential. Looking at gold. Now, gold, we came into our level and we got our move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles later, price had done nothing. So this one was, we had out of our main page here, 3 out of 4 ain't so bad, right? Don't be sad. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. But this one even is a stop out for basically a break even, maybe a little less. But if you follow it, that's your first candle in, right? That activates the trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're basically out at break even. As this one just basically, it was a touch and go of nothing, of no importance. But if I look at the 4 hour, it does set up that we're still kind of range bound in here. Now, I will say yesterday we looked at an iron condor in gold. For those of you that trade iron condors, a really good iron condor in gold, 1565 by 1465 for the December expiration, and it was a really, really good credit. I want to say it was over $1 credit for a $5 spread. So if you trade options, take a look at that. And if you don't trade options, why not? It's not a bad idea to start looking into them. Options are an amazing tool. As far as today goes, I mean, maybe we get a breakout to the upside. I think it's better just to be a lot more patient and just wait. If you want to try an hourly chart, you could theoretically do a breakout above here. It's just a slightly lower probability, but as long as we base in front of it, we can give that one a go. In our bonds and currency markets, so in the ZN, which is our 10-year note, we had this potential area here for a breakout, and looking for basing. We kind of got a bit of basing in front of the level, so I'm okay if you decided to give that one a shot. The basing was not great, actually. We popped up through it before the basing, right in here, and then we've chopped around since then. If you took a breakout, then you're kind of sitting at break even. If you didn't take the breakout, you're probably still okay. I think that we're putting in a little bit of a double top pattern, and not a whole lot of is happening here. So I'm going to look into probably, maybe I have to go to a 15-minute chart to find the origin of that move inside of those wicks. Coming right here. Okay. In the Aussie, we've got a couple of levels, but nothing is super close at this moment, so I'm going to let that one be. Possibly, once again, a potential breakdown below this line here, so keep an eye on that one for today. The euro, we are still between our areas of demand and supply. There's plenty of room for price to come down, and then basing here would be a breakout if we got that basing in that region. And the Canadian dollar, we've got a big level here up above us. So in the currencies, not a whole lot. Things look a little bit better in our equities markets than they do in the other ones. But both, 2 days in a row, both Tuesday and Wednesday, we got good movements in the equities markets. So let's see if that continues and carries on. So looking here at the pound, we've got our confirmation short or long right in here. Now this is a confirmation entry because of the time of day that it's formed. It's formed at market close, which is not a great time of the day. And then our Japanese yen levels, we are coming close to our potential confirmation short, but it's basing in front of that level, which weakens the probability of success of that zone. And, we may actually sell off from this area here, but that would be kind of counter to this big move up in this big picture, although I anticipate speed candles to get reversed. So if it fits your risk parameter and your risk style, and you want to give this one a shot, you might be able to take a breakdown below here. I think a breakdown below here might make sense. A little bit of a topping pattern showing here. We do have some demand in here, but it's already been tested once by this long lower wick. If you had a great day yesterday, which I'm hoping a lot of you out there, especially if you're in the live trade room, did have a great day, there's nothing that says you have to trade today. Remember that as well. Don't force any trade if it doesn't fit your risk parameters and violates any of your rules. But until tomorrow, everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. I forgot that it's already Friday, so I will see you at the live trade room on Sunday night. And until then, talk to you soon. Later.